Let's take a look at the deformation curves interface. We can go to any one of these deformation curves and explain the interface. We can click the deformations on or off by clicking on the light bulb icon to the right of the deformation. Click on the deformation curve button for any one of these to get to the interface. Let's expand this and take a look. Along the top we have the percentage of the shape. So at 0%, our scale is almost 0, and then at 100%, it's almost more than 100. And we can change this and see the changes reflected in the shape below in the perspective view. Let's talk about the buttons and the sliders. The values along the left side reflect the values at a given point. The values along the top are the percentage of the shape in terms of length. The Make Symmetrical button makes your shape symmetrical, or forces it to be symmetrical in the X and Y axis. We can display the X-axis, we can display the Y-axis only, or we can display both the X and Y axes. We can swap deformation curves. We can move a point horizontally and vertically, or we can move it just horizontally or just vertically. We can scale a control point. We can add an intersect corner point, or we can add an intersect Bezier point. Click and then move with the Move tool the Bezier handles or the point itself. We can use the Delete control point by selecting a control point with the Move tool and then hitting the Delete button. Select a control point and delete. Or we can reset the entire curve by clicking the Reset button, which makes it a straight line again. Along the bottom, we have a slider to move left and right. We have a slider to move up and down. You can use the Pan tool to move left, right, up, and down in the deformation curve interface. You can use the Zoom Extents All to zoom the extents of the deformation curve. We can zoom extents horizontal to zoom horizontally, or zoom extents vertical to zoom to the extents of the vertical curve. We can zoom in horizontally and out horizontally. We can zoom in and out vertically. We can zoom in and out in both directions. And we can select a specific region with the Zoom Region tool. Just click on it and drag a region, and it will zoom into that region. You can actually select a point with the Move tool and then numerically change it here. If I add another point and I have it selected, I can move that point in the X direction and in the Y direction. To close the deformation curves interface, click in the upper right-hand corner on the X.